Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Vanilla. We just beat Skull Woods, as well as Thieves Town, lost a fairy in the process, so let's get ourselves another blue potion. Nice. Blue raspberry, like the Bob Ross energy drink, remember that video? It doesn't exist anymore, neither does the can. I held on to that can for so long. It was a memento of happier people, happier times. But yeah, well, I think it was bringing in bugs. I don't know what it was bringing in. Something. But you know what? We could use this time to go on a little detour, have ourselves an adventure that is less scripted, in a way. We could do a dungeon, sure, but why not? Let's grab. Here's what let's do, as Bob Ross would also say. Let's go grab ourselves Bombos and Quake, the remaining medallions. And if that doesn't get your body quaking and your bones a-shaking, and have you craving bacon, and other such words that rhyme. I miss writing, dude. Anytime I had to write for my 4-hour night classes in university, I would spend all night at it, just trying to find the right words. Such a loser. Nah, it was good though. I did a lot of social stuff in college too, so it's all good. I'd do anything to go back, man. And I mean anything. But for now, all we can do is get Bombos. I'm actually gonna use this in Palace number 2, which we're right nearby. Bye-bye, Vulture, nice try. Isn't Vulture a superhero of some kind? I swear I had some kind of Vulture action figure as a kid. And I always wanted him to be a good guy, because I thought he was cool looking. I might have the wrong name, though. He was green. But I don't know if that's Vulture or not. So yeah, we're right by Palace too, we could do it. But let's go on an adventure. And go grab Quake as well. We could also get the Cane of Byrna if we really wanted to. It's kinda out of the way. If I was gonna route this appropriately. I don't know, probably go to Dungeon 5 right now. But it's all good. What's something you wish you could be doing right now? Something out of your ordinary, something beyond yourself. I'm not talking about I wish I could go outside and that the world was normal again. No. Let's say the world is normal. You still have your own life to live. If the world was normal and there were no restrictions, what would you want to be doing right now? Beyond your power and ability. What do you want to be? These are the questions. We're cutting deep. Nah, I want to be a musician, man. That's one thing I wish I just had any kind of musical talent whatsoever. Let's throw a rock in here. This little catfish dude, what does he say exactly? Is it you who disturbed my peaceful nap? I will give you this if you go away. There, we got Quake, Bombos, and Ether. So, let's keep going with the item collection and go get the Cane of Byrna. Why not? Sounded like Cortez. Why not? Time Splitter's Future Perfect. Remember that? Yeah, it happened. I don't know, every time I listen to music or just see somebody cover a song or write a song, I'm just full of envy and awe. But I wonder if it's one of those things that once you know the intricacies of it, if it would be as amazing as it is, as a Dumbo. Because ignorance is bliss, after all, they say that. So if you knew all the things, if you knew how stuff worked and you could detect a note, or you could predict what's gonna happen and just be like, oh yeah, they're just doing that basic scale that everybody else always does too, it's not really that amazing, oh no, no, no. Or whatever you would think at the time. Versus if you're just like some drunk dude out in the audience just enjoying yourself because it's amazing. Let's use the magic cape and we're gonna have to use that green potion on our way back, which is nice. Glad that this game gives you the freebie. Meteorology is another thing I wish I could be doing. I would I don't know, it's such a dumb thing, though. I get mad at myself instantly for the thought. I was about to say, I would like to be a storm chaser. There's the Cane of Byrna. I believe it takes up less magic than the magic cape. Speaking of, drink up me hearties yo-ho. Because the mirror doesn't work, just had to test it. Speaking of that, I remember I was asking what it would taste like, and they'd probably be energy drinks. Monster energy drink, regular, the green one, is disgusting. I'll drink it if I have to. But there's so many better flavors out there by other companies and even by Monster themselves. What was that weird game that had Monster energy drink all over it recently? The Amazon shipping game? That had 9 hours worth of cutscenes or something? And the baby in the tube. Death Stranding, there you go. That was interesting. I watched a video of all the cutscenes. Slowly, over the course of a couple days. I kept going back until I watched it all. It's definitely something. But now that we've done those little asides, I guess Palace 2. The boss of this place is interesting as well because they basically copied and pasted him for Majora's Mask, the mini-boss in Great Bay, but they gave him a different name. That's the same dude. I think he's Argus in this game, and in that game he's Wart. The same Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2. Except not really, it's a different dude. Mario Bros. 2, I remember on my former channel I recorded that game. It was one of my last things that I did. It's gone now. Something I could do, but maybe. You gotta wait for the excitement to hit you. And sometimes it just doesn't come. Such is life. Hey, brother. This reminds me of this boss I had. He just comes strolling in all grumpy every morning and be like, "Say, brother." I'd be like, "What? Is that hello? What does that mean?" And then you just walk every aisle of the grocery store with him. Up and down, and he'd just be silent, and you'd just be trying to please him by saying, "Yeah, this is what we did last night. We got this and this and this done." And he'd just be silent. And then all of a sudden he'd be like, "I mean this right here." And he'd find something to complain about. And then he'd try to crack a joke after he pissed you off, and I don't know, it was just whatever. Different times, but it was good times, in a weird way. Here we go, idolizing the past again. It's a weird thing. Memories are weird. If you could erase your memory entirely and just live for now, would you be happy? Because a lot of the misery that we carry nowadays is because we remember better times. So if you didn't remember better times and you were just now, what the heck would there be to complain about? I mean, there is stuff going on right now. Oh, that's why I say I think it's best to just tune out and do your own thing. Ignorance is bliss, and why is that a problem? I just can't help but think that there was one point in time where there weren't all of these expectations of people, and you were just expected to be born and then be like, "Welcome to the world, have fun," and just figure it out. And some people seem to believe that that is still the case, but I highly disagree. But then there's also people who say true freedom is bad. You have to have rules and laws because people go nuts. And I remember even in one of my prior videos, I was pondering the idea of an evil person. It must have been a Zelda game because that's the one game that always emphasizes evil. And I thought at the time, is there truly a such thing as an evil person in real life? Or is it all just choices and different opinions on things and stuff? But today, I think, yes, there are evil people. And they need to be taken down. No, I don't know. Let's march up. Cleanse the world. No, something like that anyway. I think the world does need a cleansing of some kind. I don't know how to do it. Tidal waves. Nah, just kidding. It'll come when it's time, I suppose. Or maybe the world will keep on turning and we don't know what we're talking about. We're just kind of here. Why are we getting all existential? 'Cause why not? Here's another one. Upon further pondering, I'm not quite sure I enjoy being an American. And the long pause makes everybody think and wonder. No, actually the long pause was because the song "We're an American Band" just popped into my head. Coming to your house. Nah, I get the American pride stuff, I suppose. There's a lot of good stuff person to person. The food is good in places. It started off in an amazing country. Just the concept of rebellion and stuff. And it's supposed to be good. But I don't know what the hell it is today. So for all of you non-Americans who believe every American is the same, and some, like, super boastful, prideful people that think they're the best, you couldn't be further from the truth, because we do exist. I am one of the examples who's not happy. I just think so many other places have more interesting culture, but then again, if I lived in those places, I'd probably think the same thing about other places. I think everybody kind of hates or gets bored of their own backyard, I suppose. It's weird though, it kind of makes me wonder. Everybody already does hate the United States, for the most part. But see, that's the other thing. Like, what the heck is the United States? What is England? What is Germany? What is Ireland? What are any of these places? They're all chunks of land. But now we gotta dub them. We gotta claim the ownership and write the rules and all this crap. But it's not like that. When you talk to a person face to face, none of that crap matters. It's just you and that person, their core being and yours, and what becomes of it. So all that external crap, I don't know. Well, we got the hook shot. Here we go. Boing. See, boing originated here. That wasn't even Dompe's thing. It really did just rip off this game, didn't it? Nah, it's all good. You can rip off yourself. What was I saying, though? Stuff I probably shouldn't be saying? What else is new? There is an obsession with the past, though, speaking of what else is new. The tangents are flowing. I'll just look at entertainment the last couple of years. It's all just been rehashes, remakes, remasters. The Lion King, Aladdin, all the video games that are just getting remastered. Here and there you get a new game, but for the most part, it's just kind of reliving the past again. The South Park episode of the Member Berries. There is a weird thing with nostalgia right now, where the past is kind of worshipped. I don't know what it is, but this room's neat. I like pushing that block, and then the secret waterfall room. Sorry, if you don't know by now, me in a Zelda game, I typically go on tangents when it's dungeon time. Sometimes they're happy, like 15% of the time they're happy. The rest of the time is everything else. But this is the chance to use bombos like I always did as a kid. Because this little dude right here makes getting up that ladder such a pain in the neck. So what you're observing right now is kid me strategies. Are they fast? No. But are they good? Yes. here we go. Argus. Or Wart. Depending on what game you're playing, but... It is Argus, right? I'm not wrong. Or is it something crazier than that? But this guy's definitely way easier than the Majora's Mask variety. Many 2D games actually are. 3D complicates stuff. More space for more dead space. If that makes any sense. If you think about it, I think it does, but maybe it needs further explanation for the people who don't share my brain. Are you gonna do anything? Oh jeez, what's going on there? The tempered sword should... What? Yeah, the tempered sword should make good work of him, is what I was trying to say. Slurring everything together, jeez. I lost my tongue a couple episodes ago, and well, I don't know where it went. It's off drinking blue raspberry Bob Ross energy drinks. Or something. What does this lady have to say in Dungeon 2? Why did I come here? I could have gotten the blue mail early. Isn't that one of the things I always talk about? We done screwed up, Ron. The Triforce will grant the wishes of whoever touches it, as long as that person lives. That is why it was hidden in the Golden Land. Only a select few know of its location, but at some point, the knowledge was lost. The person who rediscovered it was Ganondorf, the evil thief. I did not know Dorf was mentioned here. These are some... Oh, there are some other magical warping points, like the one on Death Mountain. We've been using them, acting like, I don't know, lady. Get in your crystal and go have a field day. You're the only one who could destroy Ganondorf. He doesn't... The thief know Ganon the king. See? They don't even know what they're doing either. May the way of the hero lead to some guy that's causing problems. Call him a dwarf. Call him a pig. That almost reminded me of another song, but now my brain's drawing a blank. Brain? My brain is drawing a blank. That's what I just said, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Sometimes things don't work like they're supposed to. That's called getting older. But to Lake Hylia. No, how did I say it? Hylia. That's what I used to say, yeah. As if there was extra A's and I's in that word. Get out of here bombing me with your little pea shooter. That's right, warping away. Doesn't count. Out of my way. That's right. Just before the donjon of the castle. Please help me. Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I've baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach. That's when you go to rescue somebody you're not quite sure of. You know what? While we're here, why not get some more bombs and arrows? This is something I'm gonna have to trim down like crazy, because in the vanilla game, yeah, 20 rupees at a time at first, and then they change it to 50, which is... Oh, you're gonna have big trouble. Thanks, lady. Acting like I don't already know. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep dumping these. When you hit 100, you get the opportunity to add 5 more bombs or 5 more arrow capacity. So I'll do this a couple times since I'm loaded with money, and I'll just see you during the final throw-in of money. Alright, this is gonna be the last throw-in. We're on the final 50 here. I got up to 50 arrows, and we're gonna get 20 bombs, and that's a good stopping point. I have way less rupees now, so there we go. Up 20 bombs up from 10, 50 arrows up from 30. Let's go do Palace 5, which is right outside of here. Under this rock, under my thumb, is a girl who once had me down. Is that the lyric? I think it depends on if it's Rolling Stones or Social Distortion, honestly. Out of my way, Nimrod. Ah, yes, remember this? If you watched that previous randomizer playing as Ganondorf. You know, as I was throwing rupees in the pond, I was wondering maybe I owe an apology for some of my comments. It's a weird thing how you gotta be careful sometimes what you say. Why can't you just say stuff? I mean, it was Quake. Remember I didn't have this in the randomizer? Well, guess what? Yeah, this is how I do Palace 5. The Quake medallions, amazing. But I do understand that the hookshot is a one-hit kill on him too. Figured that out the hard way. Very late in life. It's all good though. Or is it? It means nothing, really. Did I go on about meteorology? Did I start that at all? Because that's another thing besides, I did. I was at the Cane of Byrna talking about how I sounded stupid because I was going to say I wanted to be a storm chaser, but everybody wants to be a storm chaser until they are, and then they don't want to do it anymore. I don't know, it's just a thing I've struggled with, I think. A lot of counselors I've seen in the past. And probably still need to be seeing currently, but... the last one... I would still be seeing. I just kind of quit abruptly due to other circumstances. But no, they always ask. They try to figure out what you're interested in. It's that age-old question you're supposed to figure out when you're 18. Yeah, let's just do it. I kind of want to do the skip. But let's just go. My point is, I'm trying to figure out, if I sit here right now and try to think what am I most interested in that I would consider as a field of work that would actually make me happy, what is it? And for the longest time, I just didn't know. I thought I knew, and then that fell apart. It started with gaming. And then, I guess kind of like a quarter-life crisis, I believe they call it. Except it was even earlier than that. Psychology interested me then, and now I see that was a mistake. So yeah, the point being, though, today, the only things I'm still interested in are music and weather. And then gaming, kind of, because it's always been there, but I feel like gaming is a time filler. I remember my dad came over one time. I'm gonna attempt this. I don't know, my dad came over and he was trying to lecture me and encourage me to do some stuff to break me out of my usual funk. And, I don't know, at one point I made the comment of how I wish I never played video games, and there's, like, I can't stop playing them and crap, and all they are is time wasters, and he's like, yep, they always were. Because my dad used to play games, too. And it's one thing that my mom despised. Well, my mom's kind of crazy herself, honestly. We're all a little crazy, I suppose. Dude. Gotta play the bounce, but I don't care. Oh, jeez. I'm fumbling all of a sudden. I got cranky. The lady did say I was in for big trouble. That doesn't really have an effect on anything in the game, I don't believe. Maybe it does. Maybe there is some kind of weird... Okay. That was a necessary noise. Hearts would be nice. Or stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, pots of gold and rainbow, and the red balloon. I know me Lucky Charms. At least the 90s variety when the rainbows came around and the pots of gold. And then I had unicorns and junk. I don't know about any of that unicorn business. I don't remember unicorns being lucky. I don't remember where I am, to be honest with you. No, we do know, because we were in here recently. Oh, yeah. We need to find a fairy, or I just need to suck it up and drink a potion. Now we will continue. Have faith. All the greatest heroes in the world never have it easy with a potion. I don't know what that means, but it's true. Imagine if life had cheats. I guess that's called being rich. But I don't know, that's what people say, but I think... Well, I don't know. Yeah, that's right, still remember how to do this room at least. Now, we're gonna not open that door because we don't need to. We could. You know what? There we go. Just an idea worth considering. Since the hearts are kind of low. Speaking of black and red hearts, where did the concept of playing cards come from? Hearts, diamonds, clubs and spades. There you go. Because there's kind of a mystic thing about those things, because they've been around for so long. But why those designs? That's something I'm curious about. After this, I'm gonna look into it, I think. But yeah, Palace 5. I don't know why I didn't come here before Palace 2. We don't really need the hook shot. Because I always talk about getting the blue mail early. But even beyond that, I'm fumbling this dungeon up. Because there's a lot of neat little tricks you can do in this place to bypass a lot of the puzzles. But I think in the process you can skip getting the blue mail too, and that's one of my favorite things. That's like my, next to finding the fairy who gives you the magical boomerang and the Titan's Mitt. This is probably next. And the Tempered Sword. The Titan's Mitt and Tempered Sword are hand in hand. But then getting the blue mail for some reason is another childhood favorite thing about this game of mine. I don't know why, because it's not even really that great. It barely reduces the damage taken. Either that or the enemies get that much tougher so you don't really notice it. I just like blue better than red, I suppose. I wonder if it tells you. I can't remember if it says by how much. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, either way, this is the Link to the Past version of Link that always sticks out in my memory. The Tempered Sword and the blue mail. It's not the best, but it's... Actually, there's a lot of times in various games, I believe Zelda, where they show the middle progress stuff rather than the best stuff. Which makes sense. Why would you have the official artwork spoil the best things in the game? Answered my own stupid question. Hey, you know what? Thank you. Such an amazing trick every time. It's not a trick, a built-in feature. Ah, the cane. You know, I think it is possible to go to Dungeon 2, skip Dungeon 5, do Dungeon 6, and then come here with the cane. That's another thing I used to do. Man, I'm screwing it all up. That's right, you could get the Cane of Samaria early or the blue mail early. But you have to make the choice. No. Only the bottom left one gets pushed. Yeah, man, I feel really stupid right now. I gotta go through all of this again. See, this is the thing. This dungeon could be a huge headache if you do it as I'm doing it right now. Or it could be really interesting and fun because you can get all this stuff early and bypass all the headache. And I totally forgot how to do all of it and messed it up. It's probably not that long of a detour, but still. I feel frustrated with myself. Big trouble, she said. Hey. B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, just felt like something. We'll get there. We're just gotta go up the stairs, and then we're pretty much right back. I don't know what's your opinion of this dungeon if you've played it, if you're a fan of the game. Where does it sit among the other dungeons of the game? Ice physics, I know, are the bane of many gamers, but... There we go. Now we utilize this door and go down the hole. That is how the design is intended. It makes sense now. We are now moving forward again, not backtracking through headache. Here we go. And this is the boss room. So yeah, if you have the Cane of Samaria, you could just do the other trick that makes you come right here immediately. skip the big chest and everything and just come to the boss without having to do anything. Or actually, there's a way, if you just bypass the pegs, all you have to do is keep those orange pegs up in that one room and then shimmy along the edge without falling or bomb jump. And then the first entrance, you could push that block down even without the Cane of Samaria. But here we go, Cold Stare. This guy... Magic is an issue, but we should be alright. We have Bombos and the Fire Rod both work. Yeah, there you go. And now Sword does the trick, but the Ice Cubes do a lot of damage. And therein lies the issue. Whoa, did you see that? That sideways shot, man. I don't know how I did that. Okay. Don't die. It's okay if we do, we have recovery, but... No! We're so close. He's probably one hit away, too. What is that, 2 deaths now? 1 on the moth and now 1 on this dude. It's alright, doesn't count though. It doesn't tick up the counter. Gotta be careful though. These ice cubes are still gonna hurt me. If I can stop whiffing, there we go, it's done. Doing pretty well on the hearts. There's not much left in the game. Well, what a tangent-filled episode that was. It's alright, though. What does this lady have to say? This is the furthest ahead in the story. We're actually caught up in linear fashion now. They always start with this, yeah. They say the Hylia people controlled mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men, but the blood of the Hylia has become thin over time. We who carry the blood of the 7 wise men do not possess strong power anymore either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the knights with the wisdom of the wise men. Only a short time remains until the gate at the castle linking the worlds opens completely. If you defeat Ganon, this world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Yeah, I guess this is the game where they really expanded what exactly the Triforce is. Although I think the instruction booklets went into further detail, and even in the older games. Where are instruction booklets anymore? So, whoa, jeez. After all that madness, since I just lost a fairy, we could get a potion, but I'm liking the fairy situation just because sometimes I'm okay on magic, so I don't really need a potion, so we'll just catch a fairy right here. And call it quits. So we've got 6 and 7 left, and then Ganon's castle, and a couple heart pieces and stuff. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you next time.